Hello students. So welcome to this new video on class 8 NSO, and in today's video we are going to solve the exam paper from year 2017 set B and the first set of 25 questions. So let's begin. And in any other videos, what are the benefits of this course? You will learn the quickest method. You'll also learn the science fundamentals and concepts with some interesting facts and images. And these courses or these videos will also help you in your science school exam. So you may want to like and subscribe my channel. Okay, so question number 1, find the odd one out. So there are 4 figures and you have to find the odd one out. So in questions like this, notice the pattern, and here it's a easy question because in all the 3 figures, in figure A, figure B, and figure D, the shaded triangles are on one side of the diagonal. Here the diagonal is this, the shaded triangles both are on one side of the diagonal. Here the diagonal is this, the shaded triangles are on both on this side of the diagonal. Similarly for D, the shaded triangles are both on one side of the diagonal. It's only in option C where the diagonal, the shaded triangles are on the opposite sides. So C is the odd one out. Again, for questions like this, and for easy questions like this, you may want to solve them as early as possible. So if you find a question which is difficult, you may want to mark that question and then solve the easy question first, and then you can go back to the difficult questions. So basically you can get as many marks as possible. Okay, question number 2. 3 positions of a dice are shown. When 3 is at the bottom, which number will be on the top? So again, this is a visualization problem. We will not basically consider figure 2. We can ignore figure 2. But if you rotate figure 3, so if you rotate figure 3, so that when 6 is on the right hand side, when 6 is on the right hand side, then this side which is on the left will be on the top, isn't it? When 6 is on the right hand side, then 5 will be opposite to 1 and 3 will be opposite to 4, isn't it? So when 6 is on the right hand side, 5 will be on the top and 3 will be here. 3 will be there. It will be opposite of 1. So again, you can try to visualize this with the actual dice, and you will see that when 3 is at the bottom, then 4 will be at the top. Figure 4 will be at the top. Okay, next one. All the letters which occur at odd places in the word excitement are placed at odd places, such as first letter is placed at 3rd place, 3rd letter at 5th place, and so on. Similarly, the letters at even places are placed. Last 2 letters, that is letter at odd place is placed at the 1st place, and letter which is at the even place is placed at the 2nd place. Now, which of the following letters will be 7th from the right end in the new arrangement, isn't it? So this also is an easy one. Even though the question is long, the answer is an easy one. We have to first calculate which is the letter from the 7th, which is the letter that will be 7th from the right hand. So 7th from the right hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the letter from the 7th letter from the right end. And what will this letter be replaced by? X, isn't it? Because odd is going to replace odd, E is going to replace C, and X is going to replace I. So I will be replaced by X. So X is the correct option. Okay, which of the following figures will complete the pattern given in figure X? Again, this is an easy one. So you just have to note the stripes, the inner stripes. How are the inner stripes? So inner stripe, this is a stripe here. So we need to have a stripe here, isn't it, to complete the pattern. And also this thing cutter-like shape, this cutter-like shape is rotating clockwise. So cutter is facing here left, again top, again right, and here it will face bottom, isn't it? It will face bottom. So cutter-like shape, it is facing the bottom. So again, notice the position of the stripes and notice the position of the cutter-like shape, and then we can get the correct answer. Okay, next one. Question 5. If $P means P is the father of Q, P#Q means P is the mother of Q, and P*Q means P is the sister of Q, then N# L dollar P star Q shows Q is dash of N. Again, a very good question. So dollar is father and hash means mother, isn't it? Dollar means father, hash means mother, and star means sister. So N hash L dollar P star Q. So N is the mother of L because hash is mother. Who is the father of P? Because dollar is father. Who is the sister of Q? Because star is sister. So P is the sister of Q, but we don't know whether Q is a boy or a girl, isn't it? Whether Q is a boy or a girl. If Q is a boy, so P is the sister of Q and L is the father of P. So L is the father of P, so L is the father of P and Q both, and N is the mother of L. N is the mother of L. And P is the sister of Q, but we don't know whether Q is a boy or a girl. If Q is a girl, then Q is the granddaughter of N. But if Q is a boy, then Q is the grandson of N. So in this question, data is inadequate. Data is inadequate. Okay, next one. Find the water image of given combination of letters, numbers, symbols. So here there is a series of letters, numbers, and symbols. And water image. How is water image? Water image is inverted, isn't it? Water image is inverted. You must have seen the water image in some paintings or pictures. So water image is always inverted. So here you have to find the position of and, isn't it? And will be inverted, or position of A will be inverted. Position of 3 will be inverted like this, hash will be inverted like this, 6, 5, and N will be inverted like this. This is again a kind of practice of visualization. Once you practice this, you will be able to find the image quickly. Which of the following Venn diagrams best depicts the relationship among paddy, wheat, and rabi crop? So what is a rabi crop? Rabi crop, wheat is a rabi crop, isn't it? Rabi crop. So wheat is a rabi crop, but paddy is not a rabi crop, isn't it? Paddy is not a rabi crop, it's a monsoon crop. So paddy will be outside of this Venn diagram, but wheat is a rabi crop. Okay, next one. Which of the following indicates similar relationship as normal has with LMPOCN? Okay, so find the pattern. Again, this is an easy question. So what is the pattern? N minus 2. LMNOP. So LMN. So N minus 2. If you subtract 2 letters from N, you will get L. If you subtract 2 letters from O, LMNO. So if you will get M. PQRS, PQR. So if you subtract 2 letters from R, you will get P. So similarly, if you do for NORMAL, you will get LMPOCN. So same you have to do for friend. So here, if you do it for friend, you will get DPG GPF, isn't it? DPG GPF, and you will find the correct answer. Actually, you have to invert the last letters. So M is LMNO. For the last 3 letters, you have to add, isn't it? So we'll add this for the last 3 letters. NOR M plus 2 LMNO. MNO. A plus 2 C L plus 2 LMN, and that's how you will get LMPOCN. LMPOCN. So here you'll get LMPOCN. Similarly for friend, if you do it for friend, FRIE, E plus 2 will be G. N plus 2 will be P. LMNOP. And D plus 2 will be A, B, C, D, E, F, isn't it? So DPG, GFP, GPF. Sorry, DPG, GPF. DPG, GPF is the correct answer. Okay, next one. Group the given figures into 3 classes on the basis of their identical properties using each figure only once. Again, a easy question, because if you notice how the figures are grouped, isn't it? So here 4, 5, and 6. 4, then 6 and 9. Sorry, 4, 6, and 9. 4, 6, and 9, isn't it? have inside straight lines. All the lines inside those 4, 6, and 9, they are straight, exactly straight. However, 3, 7, and 8, 3, 7, and 8 have lines which are curved on the outside, have outward curved lines. 3 has got a line which is curved on the outside. Again, 8 has got a line which is curved on the outside. 7 has got a line which is curved on the outside. And 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. They have got lines which are curved from the inside. Here the curve is like this. Here the curve is like this. Again, curve like this. Curve like this. Concave. And here it is convex curve. So here it is concave. Here it is convex. So the grouping is 1, 2, 5, 3, 7, 8, and 4, 6, 9. Okay, next one. 2 rows of numbers are given. The resultant number in each row is to be worked out separately based on the following rules, and questions below the rows of numbers is to be answered. The operations on numbers progress from left to right. Again, questions like this, and we have solved such questions in the past. You have to solve them by pairs. So let's take the first pair, 4 and 12. So first row, first pair, 4 and 12. 4 and 12 is even number followed by 2-digit even number. Even number 4, it is followed by 2-digit even number, which is 12. Then you have to apply rule number 4. So what is rule number 4? First number is to be multiplied by second number. So 4 into 12 is 48. So result of this is 48. So the second pair will be 48 and 144. 48 and 144. Which is this rule? Even number followed by a perfect square, because 144 is a perfect square. 12 12 is a 144. Even number followed by a perfect square, we have to apply rule number 3. What is rule number 3? Second number is to be divided by first number. So 144 divided by 48 is 3. So now first row, the result of first row is 3. Let's solve the second row, 7 and 18. 7 and 18 is odd number. Odd number 7 followed by 2-digit even number, which is 18. So rule number 1, they are to be added. So 7 plus 18 is 25. So result of this is 25. So second pair will be 25 and 45. So 25 and 45 is odd number followed by 2-digit odd number. So again, rule number 2. Rule number 2 is first number is to be subtracted from the second number. 25 is to be subtracted from 45. So result will be 20. Result of first row is 3. Result of second row is 20. So what is the result of both the rows? Resultant number, product of the resultant numbers. What is product? Product is multiplication. So 3 into 20 will be 60. So the answer is 60. Okay, next one. The given diagrams show 3 different circuits. In each circuit, similar batteries and bulbs of the same wattage are used. When the electric currents are connected, all the bulbs light up. Which of the following options is true about the bulbs 1, 2, and 3? Again, what is a bulb? Bulb is nothing but a resistor, isn't it? So here in a single battery and 2 bulbs, there is only 1 power input and there are 2 resistors. So bulb will glow, but they will not be as bright. They will be bit bright. Here there are 2 batteries and 2 bulbs, so there is more power. So the bulbs will be brighter. And here there are 2 batteries and a single bulb, isn't it? So more power and a single bulb. So this bulb will be the brightest. So answer is 3, 2, 1. Bright, brighter, brightest. Okay, read the given statements and select the correct option. When deep sea fish are brought to the surface of the sea, their bodies burst. And statement 2 is blood in the blood vessels of the deep sea fish flows at a very high pressure. Again, statement 1 is true and statement 2 is also true, and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1, because deep sea has tremendous high water pressure. So at the water pressure at 1000 feet, if you go 1000 feet down, the pressure is 441 psi. And just imagine the pressure in the tire of a car is 35 psi. Even the 35 psi is so hard because car tire is so extremely hard, isn't it? And the pressure of water at 1000 feet is 441 psi. So more than 10 times there is a pressure of water at 1000 feet of water. So that's why the blood in the fish, in the blood vessels of the fish, it has to be high pressure, because if the blood is not flowing at high pressure, the water pressure will just collapse. It will crush the fish, isn't it? If there is not a high enough pressure in the fish, it will just crush the fish and other aquatic animals there. So the blood has to be very high pressure when you go deep into the water. And because the pressure is very high, if those fish are brought to the surface, because the blood pressure is so high, they will just burst. Their bodies will simply burst, because as you are bringing the fish from 1000 feet to say even 800, 600, 700 or even for 300-400 feet, the fish will immediately die, and then their bodies will burst because there is tremendous pressure in their blood. Their blood vessels will simply burst, and the bodies will also burst. Okay, question number 13. The given graph shows the change in temperature of water with time as it is brought to boil before being left to cool. Based on the graph, which of the following statements are correct? So here it is boiling. From 0 to 8 minutes, it is boiling. Then at 100 degrees, it is boiling. From 8 minutes to 14 minutes, it is boiling. And from R to S, it is cooling then. From 14 minutes onwards, it is then cooling, isn't it? So which of the following statements are correct? Evaporation only occurs from P to Q. No, evaporation doesn't occur from P to Q. Evaporation occurs when the water reaches 100 degrees, isn't it? That's where the evaporation occurs. Heat is gained from P to R. Of course, heat is gained from P to R. Here from P to Q, heat is gained to heat the water, and from Q to R, heat is basically used to vaporize the water. Water is boiled for 6 minutes, which is true because from Q to R, from 8 to 14 is 6 minutes. And water exists in two different states between Q and R, which is also true because Q and R, there is some part is water and some part is steam, isn't it? So the questions, answers 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 are correct. They are correct answers. Okay, next one. A sound is played on a flute. A sound of same pitch is played on a trumpet. Which of the following correctly compares the two sound waves? So what is the definition of pitch? So pitch is basically, it is the if the pitch is the same, then the frequency is the same, isn't it? For high pitch note, it is high frequency. The waves are compact, they are tightly placed with a smaller period. And low pitch note is low frequency. The period is high, isn't it? The period of the wave is higher. But again, if the pitch is the same, then the velocity will also be the same. The frequency is definitely the same. The speed or the velocity will also be the same. Frequency is velocity on wavelength. And here, if the pitch is the same, then both the waves will exactly be the same. The sound waves of the flute and sound waves of the trumpet will exactly be the same. And therefore, the sound waves will exactly match, and frequency and the speed of both the sound waves will be exactly the same for a same pitch. Okay, next one. The ray from a laser pointer hits a plane mirror and the reflected ray strikes a screen. How far away from point X should the ray strike the mirror to cause the reflected ray to hit point R, isn't it? So ray loop goes like this and is reflected and strikes point R, isn't it? So you have to start a drawing. So ray goes like this, it hits here at point B and it goes and hits R. So let this point be A. This point be A, this point be B, and let this point where the screen touches the ground, it is point C. Now you note that there are two triangles, isn't it? AXB and RCB, isn't it? AXB and RCB, isn't it? And here, what are the two common angles? This angle ABX and angle RBC, they will be the same because angle of reflection and angle of incidence are same. Then these angles will also be the same, isn't it? ABX and RBC, these angles will be the same. And this is a right angle. This is a right angle. So if two angles are same, then the triangles are similar, isn't it? The triangles are similar. Even though there are different sizes, this is a bigger size, this is a smaller size, but the triangles are similar. So for similar triangles, AX upon XB will be equal to RC upon CB, isn't it? AX upon XB will be equal to RC upon CB, RC upon CB or BC. So cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, AX into BC is equal to RC into XB or XB into RC. So AX into BC is equal to XB into RC. So this is first equation. Also XB plus BC, what is XB plus BC is XC, which is 24, isn't it? So XB is equal to, XB is 24 minus BC. 24 minus BC is XB. Again, we have two equations now. AX into BC is equal to XB into RC. Then what is AX? AX is 8. So 8 into BC is equal to, what is XB? XB is 24 minus BC. 24 minus BC. Into RC. What is RC? RC is 4. RC is 4. So 8 BC is equal to 24 4s are 96 minus 4 BC. So 8 BC plus 4 BC. When minus 4 BC comes here, it will be plus 4 BC. 8 BC plus 4 BC is equal to 96. So 12 BC is 96. So what is BC? BC is 8. And XB will be 24 minus 8. 24 minus 8. What is 24 minus 8? Is 16. So it has to strike at a distance of 16 so as to exactly reach point R. Okay, next one. Read the given statements and select the correct option. Lightning bolt occurs because air is a good conductor of electricity. No, this is not correct, isn't it? If air was a good conductor of electricity, we cannot survive because we will be continuously getting electrocuted, isn't it? As soon as you put a plug, the electricity will flow through the air and we will get zapped or we will get electrocuted. So air is not a good conductor; it is a bad conductor. During lightning, it is safe to take shelter under a tree. Again, false, isn't it? Because during lightning will look for the closest path to the ground, and because tree is higher, it will just hit the tree. And at times you may have seen on TV or read in newspapers that people die because they stand under a tree during lightning, and when lightning strikes the tree, they are all burnt because lightning is heavy charge. It is extremely hot. So the people will be burned, the tree will also be burned. So 1 and 2 are wrong. Then when comb is run through dry hair, the comb acquires negative charge. So 3 is correct because this experiment you may have done. And when you put paper against that cone, that paper will stick to the comb because comb is negative charge. And when a glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth, glass rod acquires positive charge, isn't it? Because glass will drop electrons, so it will get positive charge, but comb will acquire electrons, so combs get negative charge. Okay, next one. Question number 17. Study the displacement time graph of a toy car given here and choose the correct statements from the following. The toy car is slowest during first 10 seconds. Toy car is slowest in between 10 to 20, and toy car is fastest during first 10. And so what are and both BNCs. So basically for slowest and fastest, we have to compute the velocity. So here in the first portion, what is the displacement is 5. What is the time? 10. So velocity or speed is 5 upon 10, which is 0.5. In second one, what is the displacement? 7 minus 5 is 2. Time is 10. 2 upon 10 is 0.2. For third one, 10 minus 7. Time is 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 3 upon 10 is 0.3. For fourth one, 10 minus 7 is 3. And again, 40 minus 30 is 10. So it is 0.3. So the toy car is the slowest between 10 and 20. Between 10 and 20, toy car is the slowest, which is the right answer because speed is 0.2. And toy car is fastest during first 10. During first 10, the speed is 0.5 meters per second, which is the fastest speed of the toy car. Okay, next one. A 100 Newton uniform rod of length 6L is supported by two forces F1 and F2 as shown here. What is the ratio for F1 to F2? Again, here, you take an example. So if you stretch your hand, if you try to hold a pipe here, say 1 foot pipe, you will require some effort. But if you hold a 2 feet pipe here, you will require a lot of effort, isn't it? Because your hand will start aching after some time because that 2 feet pipe is heavy. Similarly, for this force, it is just at a distance of L, a short distance. So it has just to support this weight, the cantilever weight. This cantilever weight only F1 has to support. So this is okay. But F2 has to support 2L of cantilever weight. So there is to support larger cantilever weight. So F2 must be large than F1. And how much large? It depends on how much weight it has to support. So F2 has to be 2 times larger than F1, isn't it? Because to support 2 times of weight as compared to F1. So that's why ratio of F1 is to F2 will be 1:2. F1 will be small, F2 will be greater. Okay, next one. Which of the following is an incorrect match? Planet, then time to orbit the sun, and time for one rotation on its axis. All the three are correct. ABC, only incorrect is D, Neptune. So orbital period of Neptune is 165 years. Here it should be 165. And length of the day. Length of the day on Neptune is 16 hours 6 minutes. Not 10 hours 7 minutes. It is 16 hours 6 minutes. Okay, next one. Which of the following statements is or are true? A rainbow is formed by refraction of sunlight by tiny droplets of water suspended in air, isn't it? So it is not exactly refraction, isn't it? It is not exactly refraction. It is also splitting of light as well, splitting of light into different light objects. So splitting of light into the 7 colors, and that's why it forms the rainbow. So first one is not exactly true. Second one is apparent bending of a pencil half dipped in water is because of refraction. This is true, isn't it? You must have seen this. And when light ray enters from air to water, it bends towards the normal, which is correct. So light beam, it is in air which is less dense, and when enters in water which is more dense, it basically refracts towards the normal or perpendicular to the medium, isn't it? When two refracting surfaces of the glass slab is kept parallel to each other, the emerging light ray will be parallel to the incident ray, which is true. So if this is the uh, incident ray, this is the incident ray, then the light is getting refracted. Again, when the light comes out, it is going to get refracted again, isn't it? And this angle will be the same, isn't it? It will be the same, this angle and this angle. So this angle and this angle will be the same. So that's why the two rays will be parallel. The incident ray and the emerging ray, they will be parallel. So 2, 3, and 4 are correct. And first is false. Rainbow is not for refraction. It is splitting of light into 7 different colors. A prismatic effect. Okay. The diagram shows a isolated sphere X with its charge distribution. Another simple charge. Another similar uncharged Earth sphere Y is brought near sphere X. Which of the following diagram shows the final charge distribution on both spheres? Now it is Earth sphere, isn't it? It is a sphere Y which is connected to Earth. If a sphere or if a material is connected to Earth, then there will be no charge, isn't it? There will be no charge if a material is connected to Earth. So here none of these options are true. Y will not get any charge because it is connected to Earth in all the options. All these are false, isn't it? So none of this is the actual answer. And that's why we say that in house as well, you have to have earthing, isn't it? There needs to be earthing in the house. Okay, next one. A ball is rolled on 4 wooden surfaces of different roughness. When a similar push was applied on it, the graph shows the distance traveled by the ball on the surfaces over time. Which of the following conclusion is or are correct, isn't it? So the first one is different magnitudes of friction you produce when the ball was rolling out on different wooden surfaces, which is true, isn't it? Here it traveled only this distance within this minute. So this S is the roughest. But which is the smoothest? Smoothest is P, right? Because we traveled the greatest amount of distance in shortest amount of time. So P was the smoothest and S was the roughest, isn't it? Surface Q is rougher than surface R. No, surface Q is actually smoother than surface R, because in surface Q it traveled more distance, isn't it? And surface S has the least roughness, which is actually false, because S is the most rough, because in this time it has covered only this much of distance. Okay, read the following passage and select the option which correctly fills the blanks. If a metal wire is connected through a battery, then the conventional current will always flow from positive to negative, and the normal current, the electrical current, will always flow from negative to positive. So conventional will be positive, negative. Electrical current will flow from negative to positive. Okay, 24th. In an experiment to determine the speed of sound, a student stands 150 meters from a wall and claps. When he claps once, what is the time interval between the sound of the clap and its echo heard by the student? So what is the distance traveled? Because distance traveled by the sound will be from the student to the wall and back, isn't it? From the student to the wall and back. So what is the distance between student and wall? 150. And it has to travel back as well. So 150 into 2. 300 meters. What is the velocity? Velocity will be distance upon time. So time is basically distance upon velocity. So what is the distance? 300, and velocity is v, isn't it? So time will be 300 upon v. Okay, last one. The artificial satellites sent into space by India in ascending order of their launching dates are. So first is Rohini. It was launched in on 18th July 1980, and then was Apple on 19th June 1981, then EduSat on 20th September 2004, and Insight 4D was on 12th March 2007. So with this, we have covered the first 25 questions of exam paper 2017 NSO class 8 set B, and you may want to like and subscribe because I'll be publishing the next set of videos in the next few days. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you, students. Bye bye. Thank you.